My name's Antoine Williams. I'm an artist here in Durham, North Carolina. Really excited to be a part of this exhibition, an exhibition about culture, exhibition about magical realism, both of which are extremely important. In a lot of my work, magical realism definitely has interplay in what I'm doing. In my work, I'm creating a mythology based on a lot of personal experiences. But I take things that people normally see, things that people feel familiar with, and then I tend to disrupt that a little bit to get a point across. And this entire exhibition and the book is based off of 100 Years of Solitude, does the same thing, where it introduces these other elements in order as a device to connect the reader, or in my case, the viewer. So so that's why I feel my work definitely fits into this exhibition and all the other amazing work we see around here. So my work, I work with mixed media. I like to do a lot of different things. I like to paint, I like to draw, I like to collage. So with my work, I like to bring everything into that. It's also a metaphor for my working class background. I use hand sanders, things of that sort, so it references where I'm from. I also like to use found objects as well, things I feel I could find just walking around my hometown of Red Springs. I also like to use imagery that's familiar with me. I'm really big into comic books. I'm big into sci-fi. I'm also big into hip-hop, so I use that sort of imagery to tell my story as well. My work is a mythology, so I'm creating my personal mythology based off of personal experiences, but it ultimately is about these wider issues of race, class, semiotics, the study of signs, studies of people of color, black bodies, period, and how they're viewed and how we perceive them. So I'm using the device of disrupting those bodies to talk about those issues. So exposure to different cultures is never a bad thing. Expressing your own culture is never a bad thing. Like, understanding things that may seem different to you, I never looked at it as something to be afraid of. I looked at it as an opportunity. And in learning, and with this festival and with this exhibition, if this isn't necessarily a culture you're familiar with, this is an opportunity for you to grow as a person, for you to understand what is going on. Especially in this political climate that we're in now, this is a great opportunity to understand a culture that is growing, that is rich, that is beautiful, and for all of us to come together and to talk about it. And if this, is your culture, it's a wonderful opportunity to express who you are and to explore your identity out loud and in front of people. So I always think coming together and learning is an extremely positive thing. Yeah, I encourage people to view as much art as they possibly can, to become, visually literate, to express yourself visually, or whether it's through the literary. I'm always a big advocate for art, and I'm a big advocate for understanding and exploring other cultures.